the Netflix app. Hit it and watch the GOAT, the greatest roast of all time.
Do it right now.
As produced by the Roastmaster General himself, Roast J. Simpson, joining us here on the Rich Eisen Show. Jeffrey Ross, Roast J. Simpson. You did it. You pulled it off, Jeff. You nailed it.
I literally pulled it off.
Yes, you did. You literally pulled it off. Literally, look at that. Look at that. Come on.
I do need to mention my Heisman stance. Normally, I have pretty good flexibility, and I can really bend into the knee like yoga style.
Okay.
But the costume, the magnets would have come off, and it would have fallen off. So that's why you didn't get the full Heisman knee bend.
Oh, so it was a magnet. It wasn't a Velcro situation. It was a magnet situation.
No, they do it with magnets. And shout out to Roger Forker, my stylist, for designing this incredible costume.
And so where's the it's not a real jersey? It doesn't exist? Like you can't hang it and put it on the wall or something like that?
I had a real jersey made, and then they carefully cut it in half and add magnets to it
we got to get that.
We need that in here.
Yeah, do you have, does it exist? Can we get that? We can hang it here?
Oh, you really? You would do that? You'll do that? I'm going to get it.
Yeah, get it. Let's do it.
I'll get it. I had 3 made. Here's was my options, just so you know.
Yes.
And
what are they?
Roast J. Simpson, which I used. Which I thought was fun.
Yeah.
The Real Killer I didn't use. But that would be a good new nickname for me. And then this one's the one, and I don't know why I didn't do it. It just felt like a joke on a joke. But
yes.
The Juice, spelled Jewc.
Instead of Roast J. Simpson, Jeffrey Ross, instead of that?
Yeah.
Juice.
Yeah. The juice is loose.
Oh, that was good.
The Roastmaster General, Jeffrey Ross, is here the night after pulling off the greatest roast of all time. And it was, Jeff. I know you've had a bunch of them, and I've seen a bunch of them. My God, was that A++++. I'm leaving off a plus. Yeah. Congratulations.
I saw you laughing so hard. I saw you and Susie cracking up. I really, really had fun, and thank you for being a part of it, Rich.
Brother, I thank you for having me part of it and being the guy to lead it all off. My God, that's a career highlight for me, man. So a few questions for you. The one thing people are wondering about today, was Brady really pissed about you making a crack towards a massage joke?
Come on.
No?
Come on.
No?
No way.
Because he came up, he said, knock that S off, Jeff.
He's having fun.
Okay, good. Fantastic.
Fun, it's like, that's his dad, that's like, Robert Kraft is like a father figure to him, he was just showing his love for Robert Kraft, and Robert Kraft loved it. We had a great talk afterwards, and he was so happy that I gave him a shout out and a salute. It was beautiful.
It was. And so when did this come together? Because a lot of folks are wondering why Brady would subject himself, or sit for this. What's the genesis of this, Jeffrey?
Well, there's a couple things. He loves the roast. He's a student of the roast. Mm-hmm. So there's that, if you love the roast, everyone wants to be the center of attention, even when there's a target on their back. And in this case, it's all about him for 3 hours. And it was something I asked of him. I asked him after he won the last Super Bowl. I hit him up. I knew he was a roast fan. And then he was into it right away, and then we made a deal, and then he unretired, and I held it back till he retired again, and then we held it again till the Netflix is a joke festival, so that all the comics would be in town, and I think it was worth the wait because he was loose and fun, and man, I feel like we won an election or something. Like, I can't believe it. We got through this 3-year campaign to get Tom Brady in the hot seat.
And it's not just that. The people that came back, for him, from Belichick to Gronk and Edelman, and then to have Kraft there also, and some of his former teammates and the comedians you got together to get Ron Burgundy introducing Bill Belichick was genius. That was fantastic. I didn't see that one coming. I did not see that one coming.
I don't think Tom did either.
So he didn't know, right? You kept him in the dark on everything, pretty much?
I kept him in the dark on a lot of the surprises, and he didn't hear anybody's jokes. And even though he was a producer on the show, shout out to Tom's company and Casey Patterson's company, and Netflix. Like it was all hands on deck for this one. And Tom has a great team around him, and he abided by the rules of the roast, which was basically anything goes, and surprised me. And I got to give the guy credit, man. He really did it.
Kevin Hart was fantastic too, brother. Oh my God.
Goodness.
Was he great?
To make a 3-hour show fun, I mean, what an achievement. He's a great, great comedian.
Oh my God. And just the way that because you got it right. Like, you got to clear the decks for everyone else. When you're first up, you got to set the tone and then clear the decks and basically show everybody in the room that anything goes. Although I do think it did dawn upon Tom during Kevin Hart's opening, like, oh my gosh, there's 2 more hours of this to come. You might not have seen his face because you were in your roast Jay Simpson outfit in the back getting ready for your huge entrance. But man, yeah, Brady looked that way, Jeff.
I was able to peek at the monitors from backstage, and I saw what was happening. And the advice I gave Tom ahead of time was, if you're having fun, everyone will have fun. And I think a couple of jokes might have stung out of the gate, but once he realized that he was in for it, and it's all for love, we only roast the ones we love. You know that, Rich?
Yes, sir.
That's my motto and my mission. I think he was down for it, and I think he earned his rebuttal. And by the way, I made a prediction last week that he would have the best set, that he would win his own roast, and I was so blown away by his rebuttal at the end. 3 hours in, man, not a lot of guys would hold up under that pressure of an arena, following all those arena acts and then murdering his rebuttal.
When he told Belichick about the ring, his favorite ring, it wasn't the next one, it was the Ring camera that caught him coming out of that girl's house or his girlfriend's house or something like that. Oh my God. That one killed me. It slayed me, man.
The helmets are off, man. These guys are, Tom Brady's been talking smack since he's a kid playing football, on the field, off the field, locker rooms. Yeah. Like, it kind of comes to natural to the players in general. I've roasted other, athletes before, but football players really have a knack for smack talk. And on top of that, Brady's always been, it seems like, as I get to know him, always an underdog. Even as a winner, people underestimate him. They say he's not the best. He's not this. He's not going to come back. He's not going to unretire. He's not going to win another Super Bowl. He's going to move to Florida. He's not going to win. Then he wins. I feel like him especially knows how to take a joke. He has thick skin, and we're all sensitive, and maybe, he's a human being, but the way he took those hits last night, man, that's for the ages right there.
I can't say some of these jokes, as you know, but I think the one who took the worst hit last night might be Nikki Glazer's boyfriend. That may be.
That lottery ticket joke.
Lottery ticket. Yeah.
And Tony Hinchcliffe, man, he came out from the audience, right? He was sitting next to Dana White, and his set might have been my favorite of the night too, Jeffrey. That was something.
I mean, Tony was the last time we did these roasts. Tony was a writer. Tony is one of my favorite people, and it gave me such joy and such pride to see him step up like that and work the room in such a dynamic way and earn his spot. I mean, he literally took his spot on the dais.
He was great. Unbelievable. And by the way, Belichick staying on the dais too, like sitting
Genius.
down. That was
Genius.
awesome. That was.
Genius.
Did he?
Whereas Peyton, a lot of people won't stay.
Yeah.
They figure they're going to get roasted someday, so let me save it. But Coach Belichick, I got to give him credit. And I gave him my theme music. I normally come out to the Imperial March, Star Wars, the Darth Vader theme. But my producer, Casey's like, if you're the Hellfire entrance, can Coach Belichick, can he come out to the Darth Vader music? And it was perfect.
I love it. All right, so before I let you go on the rest of your day, this is the way it is in sports, too. What's next? What do you think? What's the future?
Next,
what do you think?
guess I'm gonna have to make some tour dates now. I'm gonna take a banana for the ride. I got some dates coming up in North Carolina, South Carolina.
Excellent.
I got a show in LA this week, but it's sold out. Kevin plugged it a couple times.
Is it really in the Hollywood Cemetery? He said that. Like he said,
yeah.
Is that really where it is?
Yeah, pretty great, right?
I think people thought that was a joke at first.
I know. He's like, no, that's for real.
Yeah.
And then
actually, there's going to be more stars at that than there were at the roast, even though there were so many stars at the roast.
And then what's next for the roast? What do you got? What are your
Well, I just woke up. I did it last night. What the hell are you talking about? What is this? What are you kidding me? Give me a day. The greatest roast of all time. You said, what's next?
It was. By the way, it really was, man.
Tom Brady wins his 7th Super Bowl ring. Do you call him the next morning and go, how are your plans?
We actually do that. Yes, we do that. That actually happens in sports. We really do. What do you think about a repeat? No question that's a question. Jeff?
How hard these are. I feel like I helped produce the Super Bowl halftime show and performed in it on the same day. It was like heavy lifting. If you think this is easy, getting these egos all into one room at the same time with all this it was a lot, man. I feel like I feel so good about it. I needed to laugh like that. I hadn't laughed like that in a long time. Like I feel like it's like a vaccine for your brain. It's like it's medicinal. I was laughing so hard.
Yeah, Susie and I said that on the way home. We were like, that was brilliant. That was great. You know, we both love you dearly, and we root for you, and you crushed it, and your team crushed it, and the night was incredible, and Netflix should be so over the moon. It was trending all over the place. It was as hilarious as you wanted it to be, and I know you really wanted it to be. You nailed it, man. Congrats. You stuck it.
Thank you, Richie. Thank you, buddy. I love you for saying that. You're a real pal, and you were so supportive. And when we first started talking about this, you jumped in and said, great idea. If there's anything I can do, I want to be there. You even sent me a picture of your draft suit, and you were like, all right, I'm coming in suited and booted.
I'm suited and booted. You're going to give me that spot? I'm coming.
I wanted you to have the King's throne and do the Howard Cosell opening. I gave you everything but a yellow Wide World of Sports jacket.
Next time, Jeffrey. You be well.
Love it.
You be well. Love you, pal.
Love you, Rich. Bye, everybody.
See you, Jeff.
The Roast Master General, Roast J. Simpson, a.k.a. the Juice.
The Juice. I think someone Jew Bledsoe.
Brady called him Jew Bledsoe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. That's what Brady called him. Jew Bledsoe.
Jew Bledsoe.
That had Susie and I doubled over. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.